What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at another viewer-submitted deck list, which, by the way, if you join the channel, that's one of the things you have an option of, so you can hit the join button down below and check that out. But this is a really cool deck that actually uses red and white cards along with Mondrak and cool things like Jaxis to really do some interesting things. So let's take a look at the cards we're going to be highlighting today. As usual, don't forget today's video is sponsored by Ultra Pro. You can go to ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, use promo code PowrDragn, they'll save you 5% at checkout on your purchase. But starting today, we are going to be playing some Lunarch Veterans because we're going to be making quite a few tokens, and gaining some life is going to at least give us a chance to battle against some of these other aggro decks without falling too far behind. We are going to have some split removal here with stuff like Destroy Evil and Valor Stance, but also a Braid is going to be getting to do some work here to help keep us alive for the later stages of the game. But then we get into some of the more interesting stuff like Wedding Announcement that we expect to see in a lot of these types of decks. But obviously Mondrak as well. We're going to be making multiple tokens, have several cards that are going to be doing that as a matter of fact. And one of the more interesting ones to do that is going to be Jaxis. Now the fun part about Jaxis is it's another way to draw cards as well because of the Blitz ability. But the fun thing here is that we actually get to do some pretty neat things because Jaxis can make a copy of a thing that gets doubled because of Mondrak, and then they die, then we get to draw cards, and like just a whole lot of fun stuff going down. And honestly, we don't get to play Jaxis that often. And since we're going to be doing this as well, why don't we go ahead and play some Skitterbeam Battalion? Because this is fantastic alongside Mondrak, where it's nice to get a creature and 2 tokens, but what if you get a creature and 4 tokens? That's even better, right? So we're gonna be loving doing all of these fun things across the top. There's a lot of great interactions here. I think this should be a really fun video to watch, so strap yourselves in and we'll get to the back of the video and talk about what the final deck list should look like after we figure out what we learned from these games. I mean, I guess we have to keep this, right? I mean, Destroy Evil doesn't... Okay, that actually helps. I was about to say Destroy Evil doesn't do much early, but this is not bad. Depends on what we're up against, though, because this could be like a blue-white Soldiers deck or something. That wouldn't be the best. Speaking of which, means we kind of can't attack here, just in case. Alright, it's not. I was just thinking they might have flashed something in there. Not knowing what we were up against. Let's go ahead and try to get this down. They let us have it. I don't know what that means. They might have a sweeper next turn, too. That could always be possible. I think we attack here. I'm going to go ahead and try one of these. If it gets countered and then they sweep the board, we'll probably just play the other Fable next turn. But there's a chance we're about to lose all of our duders. Nope. Okay, well, what are we looking to do now? They're highlighting all of our stuff. I don't know why that is. I guess it could be Wandering Emperor time. And that would be a little disappointing. But let's try this and see what happens. Just mostly because I want to be able to get another token if we were to resolve this. I don't know that we will. Matter of fact, because I think the token's worth more, I'm actually just going to play Fable here. And if they have a counter, they have a counter. I think Wedding Announcement's just better for us. Alright. So they're just not even... I don't know what to think here. I was sort of... Okay, definitely no Wandering Emperors now. So I guess we're just going to tutor. Yeah, draw 2, discard. Weird, I would not have expected to see Tezzeret. So I obviously have no clue what the opponent's doing here. Wow, and discards 2 hybrids. This is a change. Okay, let's just go 3 into Tezzeret. And I'm going to go ahead and play Mondrak and see if that helps. I mean, they could have infinite types of sweepers or whatever here. But I feel like that's our one opening, so we kind of got to try it. Oh, Vraska's super annoying. Gosh dang it. Alright, well there goes our Mondrak. It's going to get turned into a token. That's super disappointing. I mean, not a lot we can do about it. Like, it gets turned into treasure. I mean, if we don't, I'm not going to understand why not. Like, it's got to be Mondrak, right? Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Yeah, we can't do anything. It just turns into treasure. Giving it indestructible does nothing. It does give us a 6th mana, though, depending on what we draw. Could be okay here. So that's real. A Braid, unfortunately, does not hit Planeswalkers. So let's just go 2 here. I'm hoping they don't have like a 1-mana removal or something. Okay, they don't. Definitely want to get rid of her because she could have proliferated and made things goofy. Alright. In the turn, we'll get a card. The land does not help us here. I feel like our draw was pretty medium, and somehow we're still in this, but the opponent's obviously looking for something particular. My guess is it's probably Farewell. Though they did discard a 3rd hybrid and a Tezzeret. Now there's a choice. Alright, I'll go for it. I mean, we're going to get a card either way this turn from the wedding announcement. So, sure. If they're Wandering Emperor, we at least have an Abrade, so that's kind of nice. Okay, you want to kill that? That's, yeah, this is the wrong one. It can't protect our creature. Okay, sure, it's dead. And now we're going to Wandering Emperor, which I'm assuming maybe they'll try to make a 2/2 here. They are, and we can kill the 2/2. That works. That works. Alright, so Tezzeret out. Okay. Now they can still make another creature with the Wandering Emperor, so that's a little bit of a downside. But technically, at the moment, we can attack everything into the Wandering Emperor and kill it. So we'll see. Oh, that sword is not going to make life easy, though. They're going to get to see some extra cards. And unfortunately, I had to use my Braid earlier. Though now we can kill that because we have a Destroy Evil. So that's kind of cool, since they made it bigger. Neat. Let's try this first and see if it gets countered. I was tempted to go Devilish Valet first. Or Fable. See how they respond. I guess I'll go ahead and Valet. Just trying to think what this turn looks like later. But yeah, that's fine. I'd probably rather have Fable in the Fable token. Alright, let's go 1, 2 here. 1, 2 here. Okay, we've weathered the storm pretty well. We got a couple of cards in hand. We can protect a creature. Alright, cool. I guess we keep this. It's not like it's bad enough to throw away. Just not sure if it does a whole lot is the problem. Kind of just staring at it going like, this might do something. I don't know. Oh yeah, against this deck, we're going to have a little bit of a rough going because we can't even use this yet. Alright. We'll just pass. Yeah, not sure where all this is going to go just yet, but we're going to have to be real patient, I feel like. And here comes an enchantment to remove a thing, to pump your other things. Yep. Sounds about right. I mean, good news is we do have some Destroy Evils that can destroy enchantments along the way, but we'll see what happens. And the good news is here, we at least get to Valor Stance because they pumped it, so that buys us a little bit of time. And we can also Abrade the Visitor. So that's a thing. I think we'll wait, give the opponent a chance to try to play some stuff. Oh, well, we might just want to kill a Naturalist. I'm kind of glad we waited. That seems way more problematic. Alright, we take it. 18. I guess he does have enchantment removal in hand. At least that's my guess. Oh, they have protection spells here? That's unfortunate. What? Huh? Why? They said oops. Maybe they meant to blink their other creature and didn't. Like, I don't know. That was weird. That was a very awkward exchange. Hallowed Haunting. That's going to be a problem. The opponent's at 21. We did not do nearly enough damage here in the early going. Alright. We got to get rid of some stuff. I don't think this is going to be that important. I think Devilish Valet just isn't that good, honestly, overall. Jaxis potentially helps. I guess we're just going to get rid of this. Maybe to see if we can just find our Destroy Evils. That wasn't it. Alright, we attack. We could play Wandering Emperor. Alright, sure. Let's go. I mean, we can play both these at instant speed, so there's no reason really to do anything. We could blitz Jaxis, but we just discard and copy a thing, so let's just end the turn. Borrowed time. Alright, that works. Get rid of our enchantment. Sounds good. They attack. We get to Wandering Emperor, so that's something.
Now you've done it. That's coming off.
We're going to go ahead and play this. I mean, get some attacks in while we can. You do not help, friend. I mean, I get... Nah, we won't do that. Let's just +1. On, I suppose, this. And I'll attack with all of it. It was almost worth doing that on Jaxis, though, and maybe copying a thing, and we'd get a card back from Jaxis dying. But I don't think that's what we want to do here. End the turn. We'll just say, hey, if you got it, you got it. We lose our Wandering Emperor, we lose the Wandering Emperor. Because I'm sure they do. Oh, no, they had a Catilda. That's not as bad, though Catilda is problematic for us. Okay, we can copy a Resolute Reinforcement. Doesn't do a whole lot. What's our plan here? If there is one. I mean, I guess by copying anything, we do actually get a chance to draw a card. So that's important. I'm assuming anything they exile will probably be Jaxis. So let's pump something else. Just for future considerations.
Strike fast and
I guess I could have made a body as well. But the opponent's going to gain 5 attacking into the Wandering Emperor. So that's not so good. I'm going to do this now to see if maybe we find something. Discard a land. And then no attacks in the turn. Please be something good. It's not bad, but that wasn't it either. We're trying to... Okay, they just drew a land, so that's good. That buys us at least a little bit of time. We know Wandering Emperor's dead here. We could get lucky, draw another Wandering Emperor, get rid of Catilda, or any of our things that destroy creature power 4 or greater. Then they move the enchantment over to the cleric, or spirit, but so be it. Alright, Wandering Emperor, out.
years of training.
Gonna go ahead and play this, even though having that to discard later is probably fine. Oh, we did find another Wandering Emperor. Check that out. Well, we're just gonna exile then. Because that seems like the right play.
Run away. You'll be safer.
And then we're gonna attack with this. Leaving Jaxis back because we can always copy something with Jaxis and just discard the Fable. Or we could just play the Fable here, I guess. Would be similar effect. Nope, they are blocking here. Alright, so I think we just hold the Fable then. Actually, hell. They're not likely to play a board sweeper, I don't think. So yeah, let's go for it. And then just set up to try to end the game next turn. We might have got away with one here. Another Catilda, so they're going to be able to gain life. Mondrak's fairly nice. Doesn't really solve our problem here, though. Submit 0. As much as I'd like to go hunting for removal, I don't think we can here. Alright, so here's the deal. They're going to block probably a 2-power thing. So we'll say they're at 15. They take 1, 2, we plus this, so they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leave Jaxis back. Actually, no, we could play Mondrak and keep them from gaining life, actually. Actually, it's pretty good, because we can sacrifice whatever they block. I like that. Let's do this.
I have got new moves.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so say they block 2, they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, if we attack with Jaxis, then it's lethal. Unless they block the 4, which we don't care if they block the 4, right? Oh, no, because we have to sack 2. Well, we can sack the other treasures we just made. Because it's artifact or creature. Oh, 2 other artifacts. Not even... Yeah, so we're fine. Alright. So let's go ahead and sacrifice. We'll pay for one of them, I guess. Oh, their hand's empty. It doesn't really matter. Alright. Get this white. Auto pay. Let's sack this and one of these treasure. And that should do it, right? Yep. Alright. Good catch there. We will keep this. I said that with lots of confidence, but like it's gonna be a rough one. That actually helps, seeing as how we don't have anything better to really do on turn 2. And if they play one of their veterans, we'd be able to kill one with their braids, so that's kind of nice. Or we get to kill a Harbin. That's pretty good too, I guess. Oh, how much damage can we afford to take here? We're not going to play a creature for a little bit. Alright, no blocks. I feel like maybe we could offset some of that life gain down the road. Let's pass. I'm pretty sure we're still going to end up trying to kill Harbin because it's one of the bigger problems for us. Because we're not really close to casting Wandering Emperor yet. If so, I'd feel less concerned about it. But I would like to kill one of the veterans here if we're given a chance. Well, it looks like we're not going to be given a chance, so we're just going to take 5 damage. And yes, I could attempt to kill one here, but I'd rather them try to play a thing here and then kill something. Ooh, Sky Strike Officer's pretty good too, though. Gosh, dang it. That sucks. Alright, we got to kill that. Because that'll allow them to get a bit more out of hand than we can handle. Alright. If we can survive one more turn, we do get a point of life here. Might as well attack because I'm not blocking with that. We would have a Wandering Emperor. Brutal Cathar. Okay, sure. This also creates the problem because now we can't pass the turn or they get to flip their Cathar, which is pretty sad. Alright. Man, yeah, I think we're just discarding Valet again. I think this at least can produce enough blockers that if we want to waste a turn to get rid of Harbin, that's probably okay, and we get 3 life back from the veteran. So that feels like a plan that makes sense to me. I mean, we're giving up the Wandering Emperor if we just kill Harbin right now. We could flash in the reinforcements and we gain 2 life and get 2 blockers. But I don't think we really get to kill anything off next turn, especially if they have anything good. They have 2 cards in hand though, so let's just see what happens.
Anyone who harms my people must contend
No
my
attacks.
judgment is fine.
I just feel like we just give up the Wandering Emperor here. Cost of doing business. Yep, veteran. Would have liked to have killed that, but is what it is. Yep. I mean, the good news is, not only did Wandering Emperor remove a problematic creature, it did actually take 5 damage here for us, so that's kind of nice too. So she did her job, totally.
Still have much to learn.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't hate that. I think we play this because it's more life, it's more power. There's a chance we could copy it if the reflection somehow magically lives. Then we could do Adeline reinforcements on the same turn. And I'm kind of okay with that. And matter of fact, we can even attack with these here if we want to. I'm going to attack with 2 of them. And see if leaving the others back matters. I doubt it, but maybe. If nothing else, that'd force them to consider getting rid of something else, which would be nice. Alright, they still have a lot of mana. Oh, another veteran. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Because now we won't even be able to thin their ranks by blocking or whatever. They're just going to get more 1/1s. I mean, our backup play, though, is if they don't deal with our reflections, we could have infinite blockers with the battalion. So that's a thing, I guess. It's going to be a little weird, but not an awful plan. And we're gaining life every time we do that. Yeah, I think we just let those roll through. I mean, it's a big hit, don't get me wrong, but they're not showing us they have a way to kill anything. So, yeah, no blocks. And actually, to be honest, it was a mistake. If I was planning on eventually copying the battalion, I should have left back a token and attack with the battalion. Though they could have blocked, and that would have been bad. But I'm definitely not blocking here with the battalion now. All right, sure. 7 coming through. Ooh. A Wandering Emperor doesn't suck, though. That's a thought. If we Wandering Emperor, though, we can't... Well, we Wandering Emperor, we could still copy a battalion. That's still real. Getting rid of a Cathar could still be important. Wow. I wasn't expecting to draw that. If we play Adeline, then we could play the reinforcements to block. That's more bodies. Well, no, we can't do both if we want to copy. All right, I think we're just going to go with this. I mean, they could have the thing that, like, counters pay X for being the number of creatures I have or whatever.
But I'm going to end.
But let's see.
I am almost sad
Okay.
to see you go.
Then let's just attack with 1/2. I mean, they might block. They might flash in some things here. I don't know. End the turn? Okay, so they did flash in. They just didn't want to do it then. Fair enough. All right. We're somehow still in this for the moment. They're going to turn that into a body. Sure. Getting their bonuses. Putting one on a land and putting one on an enforcement, it looks like. Reinforcement. They're thinking about it. I guess they're all going to try to attack into a Wandering Emperor. We maybe have to do a lot of hefty blocking here. We're at 11, though, so we're not as worried. And the opponent, if they attack with too many things, could be dead here as well. Or close to it. Because remember that we could do this Skittering Battalion at the end of their turn. We can copy it. It'll last till our turn. And then we can copy again. So we could have 6, 9, 2/2s, plus our reflection, plus the better. Oh, these are all coming at us. They just said, you know what? F your Wandering Emperor. Well, now I'm gambling to see if they can destroy an artifact, I suppose. Is this a thing? Okay, we do get it. Oh, but that's only if we cast it. Uh-oh. Forgot about that part. What is that? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we just have to block 2 things anyway. Opponent's at 11. Can we kill an opponent from 11? That's a real thought. Whatever we block... Okay, we block here. That's a token, so they don't get anything for the veteran. We could block a veteran and they get a backup veteran, and then we take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to 2. That's not great. But that might be what we have to do. And then we still can gain a bunch of life next turn, plus Emperor could make a body. So, yeah, I mean, I guess this is fine. It's not fine, but maybe it's fine. Okay, there was no bonuses or anything crazy, so that was good. I have no clue what that last card in their hand is. Mondrak. Okay. All right. Maybe. Maybe. Mondrak, minus Wandering Emperor. Make 2 dudes. Have an indestructible body. Be able to copy a thing. Yeah, alright. This is a plan. I could live with this. Don't counter it, please. Okay, cool, they didn't. Make 2 more bodies. Go to 5. Attack with... This is such a scary attack here. Attack for 2/4? I think. Seems fine. Alright, in the turn. So now I should have enough blockers. Plus, oh, I say that. They had another reinforcement. Okay, should still be mostly okay, because we're going to gain 2 life. We'll have Mondrak as a 4/4. That should be able to block something relatively safely. I think. Alright, let's see what's up. This could be dangerous. We're giving up the ability to have an indestructible Mondrak, but I don't know how much that matters. And if we can survive the turn, we can make a bunch of tokens next turn. So, not awful. And there's nothing that's a 4/4 right now. So Mondrak appears to have safe blocks. Because definitely going to have to go to blocking duty. We'll use these since they have vigilance. Trample's not going to matter much on 2/2s. Alright, so we go to 7 and get some breathing room. Whew, okay. Where to start? Start by blocking here. Block here, block token, block token, block... Oh wait, opponent's actually only at 4? Oh, well, 7. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. Copy, if all our tokens, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we might just be able to win anyway. Alright, what's left coming through? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's block. Oh, they're going to get blockers, though, here. So that doesn't really matter. Do we take 5? Oh, if they have anything that pumps something, we die, right? That feels gross, but... You know what? If I'm going to do that, I just give them another 1/1 and we just block something bigger here. I think that's the plan. Like, you just get another token and we just don't care. Because we know what our hand looks like. I think we just have to risk not dying here. Hopefully they can't kill a Mondrak. I mean, that's kind of where we are. Alright, cool. I think we're good now. They're down to 1 card. They can play a dude out of the yard. I think we've weathered the storm. I'd love to get a land. A land would be great, because then we could do all of this and still copy something with reflection. Okay, cool. Whew. Whew. Alright, we're going to keep this and see what we can make happen. Not sure where this hand's going to go just yet, but hopefully we find something to supplement these little 1/1s with. That's not bad. I don't know if this is mono red. I don't know if it's going to live, but we'll see. What do you got for us, opponent? Though I will say, having a bunch of blockers here is actually not the worst thing. Yeah, you might as well get in for 3. I got nothing. I mean, I could chump block it and give them access to another card, but I'll consider that for future turns. Or we have that. That's not bad. Okay, well, now we have to pass because it doesn't make sense to play the Fable. Another Commando faces Kakazan. Alright. This is going to get a little awkward if they don't have lands. Because now it's like if I block, I'm giving them access to see a possible land. I don't know if I want to do that. Because I could also flash in other stuff and then just block the Commando. Or maybe I take 3 and then during their end step abrade the Feldon so they can't play the land during their turn. Because they only get to choose 1 and then until their next turn they can play it. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to double block the Commando, or the Etchings. I'm going to take 3. and then just try to kill the Feldon during their end step. Feels a little risky, maybe unnecessarily so, because they could also just like play with fire one of our tokens and just get a lot of value out of that block, but gotta take some chances, I guess. Well, that got weird. We're just blocking. Kill this as part of our plan. Oh, I guess they only had one thing. Oh, nope. Well, we don't have much else to do. Could have drawn a land and maybe gotten some other options. Though the opponent didn't find a land in that stuff, so... I mean, they could play the Reckless Impulse and possibly find a land. And if it is a land, there's a good chance they have, like, land plus play with fire. They could still kill our Goblin token. Alright, well... Looks like our opponent might just decided to rope themselves out. Yeah, that was it. Alright, weird. We're on the draw here, but if we draw a land, this actually isn't too bad. We have a veteran to open with, we have an Abrade, and then get our choice of either Wedding Announcement or Fable. I'm guessing we're probably going to want it to be Wedding Announcement, but we'll see. They are going to let our veteran survive. At least for the moment. I'm going to try to attack for one. They're saying, no love for you, friend. It dies. Okay, fair enough. End the turn. Could have also just played the veteran out of the yard. Oh, opponent did not have a land there. Alright, so we're going to go with this. Just so we can start generating some amount of value. Hopefully. Oh, looks like they may kill that too. With the Soul Partition. Nice. Okay. Well, at least we can cast that later. That's something. Looks like they just kept a removal heavy hand. Sometimes opponents do that. Let's go ahead and try this now. Assuming creature removal for the token. Yep. Alright, Bankbuster will allow them to draw cards. However, we will get rid of one Jaxis. Considering the Skitter Beam, but I might keep that because I have a Jaxis. And we can destroy their Bankbuster, so we're only going to get rid of the one Jaxis. That actually ends up being a good call for us. Alright, destroy that. And pass. We can play Reinforcements during their end step. Alright, they found another land there. Still have 5 cards at hand, so this is still going to be a game. Alright, are they finally out of things, is the question. I think we're going to attack for 2, and then just play this. Hopefully it sticks, and then we get to draw a card. Yeah, why not? I'll play that. We'll gamble. Alright, I was kind of hoping it'd be a land so we can get the Battalion if they have, like, Depopulate or something here. But they won't, because that comes into play tapped. They have their own Wedding Announcement, though. That is some amount of value. This isn't going to do a whole lot for us. So now, what are we looking to do? I guess we can just keep trying to build our hand. Let's go ahead and copy this. Get the life now. Attack, attack, attack. Actually, if I do that, I won't be able to copy this 1/1 anymore. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. That's fine. I mean, I could protect it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. If the opponent has a sweeper, they got it. Alright, we got a land. That helps. So we got the life gain value portion of everything covered. They have another wedding announcement. That kind of sucks. Kind of sucks for us. But, not the end of the world. We're still functioning here. Don't quite want to go for Jaxis yet. Gonna attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. Alright. And we get another card. Some things die. We gain some life. Alright. Adeline makes us feel a little better. Post Sweeper if one does show up. And we do have the bigger creatures now, so if they sweep the board, we'll see where things go. Opponent just says GG. Alright, we'll take it. We are definitely keeping this. This feels like the most normal start this deck has had so far. I got to keep a full 7, and they all might actually do something. We'll see. Gotta take a point, though. Actually, we're going to take 2 points. Playing this reinforcements next turn. Won't have to take a 3rd point, though, because that'll come into play untapped for the wedding announcement. Okay. Well, we know what we're up against. Let's attack. And end the turn. They have their own reinforcements, and we can see it, so we know not to attack with our veteran, at least. But the question is, what do they do here? Oh, that could be into play tapped. Interesting. Okay, well, let's gain some life. Offset that life we lost. Play this. I think we go ahead and attack with these. I can't imagine why we wouldn't. Unless I only wanted to attack with one and make a body, and in this fight, making a body might be better than getting the cards. So that could have been a real question. And honestly, in hindsight, maybe I still should have. I think having the 1/1 would have been better than just having a card here. Especially considering I already had the 4th land, because we don't really need more than that. I think when you're up against the control matchups, like maybe in the previous game, you want more cards, whereas here I think we just want more bodies. Because a good example here is like having one more attacker here would be obviously superior to having this extra card in hand. That being said, the card in question was a Wandering Emperor, so it makes our attacks better. So let's just go ahead and get these in. Actually, I think we're back to just, again, attack for 1. See if they block or not. And even if they do, I don't even know if we play Wandering Emperor in plus. I think we just let them trade, and then we just make a 2/2. Alright. They're just going to let that through. Huh. Do we Jaxis here? I'm like, is this the spot where we want to do this? Because then next turn we could Wandering Emperor, discard something to Jaxis, because this may not do much. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I mean, we're playing the cards to get them into play, see what happens. Let's go. Alright. Because really right now, I think Destroy Evil's only going... I mean, if they were to go like Veteran or something, sure, and pump their team twice or some such. But realistically, we're only going to kill... Myrel, I think, or whatever her name is, and that's it. So we're not gonna get a lot out of that. All right, Jaxis, are we gonna copy Resolute Reinforcements? What are we gonna attack with? Just 1 Deuter? I think we do. We're just gonna attack with 1 Deuter. See how the opponent feels about it. And then once everything flips, our creatures are bigger, we can start kind of go ham a little bit. Alright. Does this have to be as a sorcery? It does have to be as a sorcery. Okay, well, I guess we'll activate it. Should have done that, then I could have attacked with it. I didn't realize. For some reason I was thinking it could be an instant. But, alright. Discard that. And then... I don't think we really need Wandering Emperor here. I'm just going to do with this. And just have a 3/3 token to fight with. Especially if they play like a veteran. And now we can copy the Goblin, which will be a bigger token. So yeah, I played that last turn really badly. There was like 3 different things that could have done better. The opponent is, you know, unfortunate for them, seeing sometimes what happens when you play the Soldiers deck. You're on a very low curve. So you can keep these hands that look pretty sweet, but it takes longer to play your 2s and 3s to really start piling up. And now we've kind of matched them creature for creature and then some. So we're in a pretty good spot here. Because we're going to have cards to discard to Fable. If they don't deal with Jaxis, then we get to copy our Goblin. And then now we're just going to be attacking with 2/2s that they're going to have to block on some level. And that's assuming we don't find anything else that's playable along the way. Alright, there's a Harbin. So Harbin could be the winner here. That's a big pile of damage. Ooh, that's neat though. Jaxis does not say just return the copy to our creature control. It has haste, so we could actually copy Adeline and attack with it. And if they have to block Adeline, that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It'd be exactly 15. And well, and 2 more from the token. So yeah, we're just gonna discard the land only. Actually, do we even need that to win is the question. I'm just curious. I think I'm just going to play Adeline anyway, but I was thinking, like, if we just attack with everything and they block, then they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They still take 15 either way, unless that's a bounce spell or something in hand, and we should probably just play it safe. So let's just do this. No need to take unnecessary risk, I guess. Copy this. Discard that. We'll keep the hasty one. And then we attack with everything. Because we get a bonus attacker out of it by attacking with the Adeline. Not that it matters, because if they had a bounce spell, they could have just bounced one of our attackers after we attacked the Jaxis. So either way, if they had a bounce spell, we're probably dead. Here it appears they don't, so that should be that. Because now they bounce Adeline, block a 3, take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, actually, they would only take 14. Ooh. But then they wouldn't be able to kill us for lethal, though. So I guess we're fine. Even if they had another Harbin, we wouldn't die. That'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we're at 14. So yeah, we're good. We're in a safe place. Yep. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna keep this. Like, we're gonna test how good Fable is. Unless we just draw some other things to play before that. But yeah, we'll see if double Fable is good. Oh no. Is this mono blue? Because if it is, double Fable is gonna be real bad. It is. Gosh dang it. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I almost felt like it was practically worth just rushing Jaxis out there to try to get another card. Oh, boy. Alright. We'll start the parade of things they can counter. Yep. Gotta do it, though. Alright, you got a Djinn. Now, we know we can attempt to kill a Djinn, but we kind of have to get them to spend other cards here in the meantime. So we know we got to get through some counters here. Hopefully they don't have protective spells as well behind it. Because we kept a really slow hand in a matchup that's not good in. I think we have to hold this as one of the few ways to kill a Djinn right now. And the turn, probably going to bounce our token. Yep, I assume so. They did bottom, so that's some good news. And maybe we could find a land. Okay, that helps. Okay, Mondrak. Reinforcements. Somebody's got to go here. Feel like it's got to be a Braid, but a Braid does open up the door to, like, if they block something, we could still try to shoot it to kill it. I guess Jaxis and... Man, Mondrak going to the yard sucks. I honestly don't know, y'all. I'm kind of stuck here. Oh, man. I guess we gotta try. Okay. Well, maybe. We'll see how this goes. Let's go with wedding announcements. Okay, that worked. Then what are those in hand if they're not counter? Are they just lands? I doubt it. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Alright. Let's only attack with the 1/1. That'll produce another body. Still leaves us the option to try to Iganjo next turn. Huh. So they must just have like Essence Scatters or something and protective spells for the Jhin. So we're going to see one right now, I bet. Which will explode. Oh, they didn't. Oh, man. Oh, alright. Creature counter? Because I assume that's what's going on. Because there's no way. No? Then I got nothing. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm literally at a loss. Sure, I guess we... Valet? Why not? Okay, there's the Essence Scatter. I assume they had those. Try this one? Another Essence Scatter? That's gotta be it, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, their hand didn't make sense otherwise. Alright, we'll just get all our damage in and get a card here. And another Adeline. Like it. Like it a lot. Yep, you got a big old terror. We could let them block and we could kill a terror, actually. Which is kind of goofy. Takes us 4 mana, though. Or we could just do this. Copy one of these. And just keep attacking. I mean, they're only 13, so... Sure. And blue usually doesn't have a way to deal with once you start going wide. And with us being at 15 and a pile of blockers, we should be solid. Yep. Alright, opponent goes to 1. Can't really do much with these. Yep, Thirst, and that's going to end it. Slow start, but somehow we came back. Having the spell and non-creatures when they had Essence Scatter was really the difference. Alright, so of all the different cards we tried out during the course of the video, the one that really didn't pan out was Devilish Valet. I don't think we ever had a situation, except for maybe really late in the game, where we were able to make more than like 3 or 4 tokens at one time, which is kind of nice, don't get me wrong with the Valet, but you kind of have to do it all at once for like 4 or 5 tokens pretty regularly to make it worth it. So I think I'm willing to just cut those as a whole because they didn't really perform the way we wanted to. I think we could do with 1 less Jaxis because while it was a nice card, we didn't need it a lot. Though I did like being able to get some extra cards off Jaxis, which was actually pretty cool. And that frees up 3 slots, really. I do like still playing Rabble-Rousing. I think that's neat if we want to play a 1-of. I think playing another Lunarch Veteran could help as well, even just giving us a flying blocker in some cases, so I do like that. I think there's just a few different things. The Squee, I think, could also be very cool to play, making tokens coming out of the graveyard. It's very easy to cast in this type of deck as well, which I think is good. But I definitely want to go with at least 1 more Lunarch Veteran. I want to start there. I do like the idea of also playing White Sun's Twilight, or whatever we're calling this thing now. I'll put this over here so we can see it. But it's XX, or X white white. You gain life equal to X, and then you create X 1/1 colorless mites. Another way to just make a set of blockers, and it is a sweeper of sorts really late if you need it against certain things. So it's something worth considering. I would probably play it in some cases. I don't think I'm necessarily married to the idea. We could also cut a Skittering Battalion and swap out for maybe one of the White Sun's Twilights and possibly a Rabble-Rousing, because I do like Rabble-Rousing quite a bit. Or we could leave the list as is and just play 1 additional Rabble-Rousing, which gives you just another good late game card to get. The only thing I would say is, the thing about this though is that we don't have anything huge to hit with the Rabble-Rousing, other than maybe Battalion or something of that nature, which makes it a little bit less exciting. So I think I think if I were to do this again, I'd probably play, I don't know, maybe we do just play the one rabble rousing. I think it's fine. Mostly because I just, again, coming back to the idea that I just didn't feel like the valet really added anything to the deck. I almost never really wanted it in hand, never was really going to cast it, and I think this will work out fine. So the list we're going to go with is going to be 4 Lunarch Veteran, 1 Destroy Evil, 4 Resolute Reinforcement, 2 Valor Stance, 3 Abrade, 3 Adeline, 4 Wedding Announcement, 3 Fable, 3 Mondrak, 2 Wandering Emperor, 3 Jaxis, 1 Rabble Rousing, 2 Skitterbeam Battalion, and 1 White Suns Twilight, which I think could be pretty interesting to have in this list. However, if you don't want to play the Twilight or you want to cut a battalion, I think it's safe to go with an extra Fable here if you wanted to, and maybe even another Wandering Emperor just to round out your removal a little bit. So I want to say thanks again to YouTube channel member Matt Johnson for submitting the initial idea. Though the final list doesn't look the same, that is what inspired today's deck. I will say overall it's actually pretty good. Like we said, the Valet was the one thing I was really concerned about. Almost every time I had a chance to mulligan with the Valet in hand, it was always the card of choice without a lot of question, which always tells me that if you're going to mulligan the card almost all the time if given the choice, it probably doesn't need to be in the deck, because rarely do you want it, right? So that was like our first indicator, and that allowed us to trim the deck up. We were able to go back from 61, because I get greedy, to 60 cards, and that actually was pretty good. And then we actually got to put in a Rabble Rousing, which is nice. It gives us one more out, and we now have the White Suns Zenith? Twilight. White Suns Twilight. That's what the new ones are. So yeah, I actually like this. We did get to play against a lot of things. We didn't see Mono Black, unfortunately. I would have liked to see how that worked out. But we do have stuff like Destroy Evil and Valor Stance, which can help those matchups quite a bit. So yeah, overall, I wasn't too upset. We beat some control decks. We beat the Mono Blue. We held up against other aggro decks. So yeah, I'm going to take that as a win on this one. This list overall was actually a lot of fun and probably gets done what you want to do. So yeah, if you're looking for a way to play Jaxis and whatnot, here's a deck for you. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Lorehold Command for a few reasons. One, this is a very versatile card that even when it was in standard was really underappreciated, but this is one that can really surprise people in Commander. Like a big combat's happening or a board sweeper and you have a way to save your creatures, or just give your creature just a little bit more to win a combat, or just kill an opponent. Even being able to make some extra blockers is cool, or just a way to draw cards if you're just behind and, you know, who knows what the situation is, right? Sack something, get 2 cards. The other thing about this card, though, is it's only like 40 or 50 cents. So if you want to get your hands on one and add it to your deck, it's a really good value option, even if you're on a budget. And if you enjoyed today's deck and you're looking for another Mondrak tokens list, check out this Bant tokens list we played. You're probably going to have a lot of fun with that one too. But that's all I have to do for now. We'll see you next time.